Two winning days in a row. We needed that like air. Today we're going to run it back. Same formula, not really my favorite slate, but two MLB winners, one WNBA winner. Let's run it back. This is the free three. Let's get into it. Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy Noble Living back with another DYF Bets video where I'm breaking down my favorite picks and plays of the day as we're just trying to get to the bag together and make some money. Like I said, winning days, that's what we're trying to go for here on the channel. We're trying to get some consistency here. 2-1 in back-to-back days. Yesterday, we cashed on the Fever and Mystics over. Got a little sweaty, but we got over there. Red Sox and Jays over 8. You could have literally grabbed that live at like 6.5 because the first two innings, nobody scored, and it flew over the total. We love to see it. And then the Mariners money line, just a terrible wager. But those are actually, I think I'd rather lose like that, in all honesty. The final score is 8-0. So, like, it wasn't even close. It was one of those things, like, I knew the bet was cooked. So, it was just like, let's move on. I think that's a little bit better than, like, having to sweat, bite your nails, and lose a bet on a hook. But whatever. A loss is a loss. 2-1 on the day yesterday. Creeping it back here in the month of June. Got a few more days left, so I got to kind of heat up here. So let's get over 500. But the WNBA has been treating us well. You can see that 4-1 start here to the channel with that. So today I'm going to run it back with the WNBA winner. So stay to the end of the video so you guys can grab that. And make sure you guys are subscribed as well. Appreciate all the support that you're giving. Now let's dive into these best bets for today. Like I mentioned, I am not a big fan of this slate. It is an ugly card, especially with a lot of the better baseball games early in the afternoon. And you guys know I really don't like to give out those early afternoon plays here on the channel. So because of that, we're going to isolate it to the Yankees and Orioles matchup. Luis Gil is on the mound for the Yankees. Cole Irvin is on the mound for the Orioles. And I'm going to go first. I know what I said. I was going to stop doing these pitching outs, but I got to run it back, okay? Luis Gil over 16.5 pitching outs, minus 125 odds on DraftKings. DraftKings has the best number on this right now. 17.5 is playable if your book has it. Now be careful just laying excess juice on that 17.5. If it's at 17.5, you should get it around minus 110 through minus 120, somewhere within that range. Is that like minus 145? Okay, you might want to think about it, but I do think he's going to go over this pitching total. Now, if you've been on the channel, you guys know what I've said in the standpoint of I've been taking pitching outs and I should have been taking first fives. So because of that, I'm not going to be a hypocrite, and we're going to go Yankees first five run line minus 110 odds. The money line is way too juiced, so we can't lay that. So we're going to do both sides here. We're going to go pitching outs over 16.5, 17.5, so we need 6 innings from Luis Gil. Then we're also going Yankees on the first five run line here to get it done. Now, this is the matchup that I think the Yankees win this game outright. They've split the series thus far 1-1, okay? Obviously, the Orioles won last night in extra innings. Final score is 7-6. Really great game. Yankees came back, bottom of the ninth, tied it up. But now we've got the rubber match, and the Yankees are sending their best pitcher to the mound, Luis Gil, okay? 9-1 on the year, 2.03 ERA, which is 4th best in the league, 96 strikeouts, which is 13th best. I mean, the guy's been absolutely incredible this year, and we've seen him at times be vulnerable. Like in his last 2 starts against the Dodgers, 5 2/3 innings, we took him in that one, 5 hits, 3 earned runs, and then last start against Boston, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, but he had 4 walks, right? That's why we lost the pitching outs when we took him there. But at the same time, he's not really a guy who struggles with walks, about 1.5, 2 per game. So I'm expecting that number, and the Orioles are not a team that walks a lot, so I'm not expecting that number to like really hold up too much on this matchup. But keep in mind that the Yankees have won 5 straight games when Luis Gil is on the mound. So money line at minus 140, minus 145, take it. I'm isolating this to the first 5 because Luis Gil, he does go deep in games. Even though he hasn't gone over this one in 2 straight, in 7 straight starts before these past 2, he's gone over this 16.5, 17.5 pitching outs. But I also like the opponent that the Yankees have here in Cole Irvin, who's a guy that's really just struggles. 3.03 ERA, so it's not the worst, but it's definitely not the best. In his last 3 starts, 4 runs against the Braves, which was the loss for the Orioles, 3 runs against the Rays to go with 8 hits, 2 runs against the Rays to go with 8 hits, and back-to-back starts against them. They lost one, they won one, right? Like, that's what you're getting out of Cole Irvin. He's not really pitching shutout ball. His strikeout numbers are hit or miss sometimes, and the Yankees are not a team that's going to strike out like too much. So because of that, I just think that the Yankees are going to be able to score a few runs off of him here. Luis Gil, you need you to not give up more than like 1 run. In that, I think he could do that. I think the Orioles are good for 1 run. Their offense is strong enough, right? 1 pitch, mistake pitch, or, you know, a double and then a single, like something like that. But the Yankees should get it done. This is the only game in the evening that I really like here. Luis Hill over 16.5 pitching outs. Yankees first 5 on the run line here is our 2 best bets in the MLB. Yankees are just crushing right-handed pitching right now. And Cole Irvin, pitch to contact guy. Nah, not with the form Luis Hill's in. Give me the Yankees here for the first 5. For our third and final best bet, head over to the WNBA. And we're going to switch it up today. We're actually going to go with the player prop because, one, we have a game that starts at 12 p.m. I don't know why the WNBA is starting a game at 12 p.m. on a Thursday in the middle of June. Am I missing something? Is like today a holiday or something? Like, why is the Chicago Sky playing at 12 p.m.? That makes zero sense to me. You guys want people to watch? Like, put it at a time where people are not working. Like, I don't know. Anyway, the only evening game on today is the Sparks and the Liberty. Now, the Liberty are minus 14.5 point favorites. Cameron Brink went down with that ACL injury, so that's going to be a big loss for the Sparks, right? Obviously, the Liberty, I think they can cover this number. They're at home. They've been absolutely amazing to start the year, 12-3 to start the year. Sparks, meanwhile, have not been very good to start the year. 4-11 record, losers of 4 straight, okay? But the Cameron Brink injury is big. Obviously, she's the star rookie, top 3 pick alongside Caitlin Clark. But this is the thing. Who's the next person up? And keep in mind who went number 4 to the Sparks this year in the draft. And that's Miss Rakia Jackson. And I'm going to take her over 10.5 points, minus 125 odds. She's averaging 10 points per game right now. She's gone over this total in 2 of the last 3 and hooked 1 time. So she's been flirting with the numbers. And I just like the way that Rakia Jackson's playing. She's getting more acclimated to the game, and she's a forward as well. So that means the minutes that Cameron Brink was taking up there, Rakia Jackson is going to have to fill in those points a little bit more, and it's going to require the rookie to acclimate fast. Let's just be honest, right? Because they played about similar positions. So because of that, I just like this matchup today. I mean, I think it still is going to be a blowout. The Liberty should still cover the 14.5 point spread. The question is, who's really going to be scoring for the Liberty? Obviously, they have Darica Hamby averaging 18 points per game, 10.5 rebounds. Like, okay, she's going to get hers, but that means also she's going to be the focal point, and Brianna Stewart's going to be on her. That means that Rakia has to be the X factor who's going to have to be able to step up to be able to hit down the shots and be able to go over this point total. Like I mentioned, last start, 10 points, 25 minutes, so not too many minutes, but she hooked on that. Game before that against the Dream, 16 points on 7 of 13 shooter. The game before that against the Lynx, 19 points on 6 of 10 shooting. She played the Seattle Storm, and she went under this number at only 3 points, but 1 of 8 shooting. So the volume was there, and her game before that against the Aces, 16 points, 7 of 11 shooting. So she was able to do that against the Aces, against the Lynx. That gives you confidence that she might be able to do it against the Liberty, and her minutes have been going up, averaging over 30 minutes per game over the last 3 games. And now that Cameron Brink has gone down, I expect her to get more PT as well today. Rakia Jackson over 10.5 points as our WNBA bet of the day. That's it for me today, my friends. 3 best bets, 3 winners headed to you guys on this Thursday card. Real light and real simple. Yankees on the first 5 on the run line, but we're also going to take Luis Hill over 16.5 or 17.5 pitching outs, whatever your book has it at. And we're going to wrap it up with Rakia Jackson over 10.5 points for the Los Angeles Sparks to tuck us in the WNBA. For some of my early picks and plays that if you want those, Seth Lugo Day with the Royals. There's some early afternoon baseball games that I really like. Link in the description. Join the free Discord group so this way you guys can get those winners. But for me, that is it. It is your boy Noble Living. Follow me on all socials, and I appreciate the love and support. Let's get to that cheddar, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Later, gang.